Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Nemo. Now today I want to talk about the reason why I moved to the Netherlands and how I actually did that. I am not going to put all that information in this video. That means I will have to do other videos that will follow this. So all you have to do is just stay tuned, because I am going to give you the information that you may be looking for. This right here is one of the reasons that I started my YouTube channel, because I felt that I need to share my experiences, and I feel that if there was somebody out there who shared this information before or during the first year that I moved here to the Netherlands, I feel like things would have gone very easy. Life would have been very easy for me, you know, that I have a guideline on how to do things, because I moved to the Netherlands called Turkey. I had never been here on a visit. Most of the people before they move to the Netherlands, they come here just to check out the country, or to visit their partners, to visit their friends, to check out where they're going to live later. My husband and I decided that I was gonna be the one that was going to move in, and within a very short period of time I landed in the Netherlands and I started my life here. That was in 2015. So I moved here like almost 5 years ago. In March is going to be 5 years. And I've gathered up some experiences that I feel that I should share with you guys. There are so many questions I know out there. People are wondering, how do you actually do that? How do you actually move from Kenya to the Netherlands? What are the tips? What are the tricks? What kind of visas are there? How is it possible for you as a person, wherever you are in this world, to move to the Netherlands? And I am doing this hoping that my experience and what I've gone through is actually going to make your life easier. And now let's get into the reason as to why I moved to the Netherlands. So I met my husband. At that time he was not yet my husband, but that is the story of another day. I will still make a video about how we met, because it is very interesting, and you wanna tune in to be able to see that. And how can you tune in? All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn your notifications on, so that whenever I post a video, you will be alerted. Just for your information, I plan to post videos about the Netherlands like every Tuesday. I'm gonna do my best. And moving on, my husband and I met in Africa. We met in Tanzania, not even in Kenya, when I am Kenyan. There are so many processes, there are so many paperwork, there are so many things that you need to take care of before they allow you to actually move from your country to the Netherlands. We went on ahead to check on the internet, how can we do that? How can I just move there? Because we finally settled on that I am not gonna visit, I'm just gonna pack my stuff and move in at that moment, which was a bit scary, but I like to take risks. And I loved my husband, so I decided I'm gonna do this. So I moved for love. Now let's talk about what I did. What did I do to be able to move here? How did I get my visa? What kind of visa is that? Because there are several types of visas, and today I am going to talk about the MVV visa, which I used to move here to the Netherlands. Now, what is MVV? Because I have mentioned MVV now, and you're wondering, MVV visa, what kind of visa is that? MVV is a visa that allows you to enter the Netherlands as a potential resident. So you and your sponsor, when I say sponsor, I know the word sponsor means a lot of things, but in this case, I mean the person that is inviting you, your partner. Is it your organization, the organization that you're working for? Is it a family? Is it a family member? That is a sponsor that I'm talking about in this video. So that sponsor, together with you, you will both apply for the MVV visa. So you will do that. You will do the application in your own country where you're living. There is a Dutch embassy or Dutch consular. And at the same time, your sponsor will be busy requesting MVV resident permit here for you in the Netherlands. The procedure of you asking for an MVV in your country and the procedure of him asking for a resident permit here in the Netherlands will be happening at the same time. Not that you will start first or he will start first, no, at the same time. When you're applying, he's also applying here. If you're coming to the Netherlands for 90 days, or less than 90 days, that means you're coming just to visit, and that has another process that I'm going to talk about in the near future. When we found out that I needed to go through the MVV procedure, that means that I needed to do an exam, an integration exam in my home country, that is in Nairobi in this case. And after I passed the exam, I was then allowed to go further to actually apply for the visa. So the process includes also you doing an exam in your own country, whether it's Brazil, whether it's Argentina. In your country, there is also a Dutch embassy, and that is where you need to do your MVV exam. So in my case, I went ahead and I asked around, is there a place where they teach Dutch? Is there a Dutch teacher? And through my friends, I found a really, really good Dutch woman who gives Dutch lessons, and she lives in Mombasa, where I also lived. So it was very, very easy for me to access her. And then yeah, we started the lessons, and in my case, I wasn't studying for just to study Dutch. I was studying specifically for the MVV exam. So let's say where you live, there is no Dutch woman or Dutch man or anybody who teaches Dutch lessons, and you're wondering, okay, now where can I start? There is no need to worry. You can also do that online. It is also possible through the internet to actually study Dutch, to study for the MVV exam, and go do it and actually pass. All you have to do is just go on Google, type in learn Dutch online, or study for MVV exam online. Sometimes you just need to be, straight to the point to get the right information. You will find a lot of possibilities, a lot of sites that are offering these lessons. And I am also going to attach a few of them. I'm going to do that for you guys so that it also gets easier. I am here to share my experiences so that life becomes easier for you. I will attach some links below on my description box, so make sure you go and check it. I was specific to the teacher. I told her I just want to study for the MVV exam. I want you to prepare me for the MVV exam, and when you think that I'm ready, please let me know, because I would like to do the exam as soon as possible. And 6 weeks later, she told me that I was ready. So then we started on booking the dates for the exam. On the Dutch embassy website, wherever you are, there is information about the MVV exam. You just need to search for it. And then there is where you need to book for the dates. So they will check which dates do they have free, and then they will make an appointment with you, let's say, for example, next week, Tuesday at 10 o'clock. They will give you an option of, do you want to do the exams on the same day after each other, or do you want to do the exams do them this week and then next week do the rest. I did 4 exams. Was listening, speaking, writing, and some history about Dutch. There is a book there that I'm not going to get deeper into right now. But I decided to do the exam on the same day, and then once I was done with the exam, I was told to wait in the waiting room, and then few minutes later, she came back, she called me over, and she was looking at me, and I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, did I pass the exam? Because especially listening was, for me, it is called nazeggen. So actually, let me tell you a little bit about that. It was the most challenging exam that I did when I went to sit for the MVV, because actually you listen through an earphone to somebody, I don't know if it's somebody or the computer on the other side speaking to you in Dutch, and you need to repeat what they're saying. So it's called nazeggen. And I just studied for 6 weeks. So what I did is just, I did my best. The trick here is not to keep quiet. When they say something, try so very hard to say something back. Something that almost, resembles almost resembles what they're saying. Don't keep your mouth shut, because when you keep your mouth shut, they go to the next question, and then you keep your mouth shut again, they go to the next question, and then you don't pass because you didn't actually answer anything. So the trick here is to keep, to just be attentive, try to hear what they're saying, and try to repeat as much as possible what you just had. At some point, I even ended up speaking English. No lie. I ended up speaking a little bit of English, and that was, and when the results were coming out, when the woman was about to tell me the results, I was thinking about that. I spoke English. But then she said to me, congratulations, you have passed your exams. I almost fell on my knees. I was like, oh my God, what a relief. It is such a relief. I'm telling you, you feel really good. So all you have to do when you're studying for these exams, try as hard as possible to, try to learn the good things, try to pronounce, you need to try. It is possible. You're capable of doing it. You just need to open your mind, and you will pass the exams in one time. But if you don't pass the exams in one time, some people that I know did the exams twice, and I think there are more people who have done the exams more than twice. So if it happens that you don't pass the exams the first time, or the second time, or the third time, my friend, just continue trying. Continue trying, because eventually you will get it. And I promise you that. When I was done with the exam, I needed now to move forward to applying for the visa. Now that is where I needed to arrange papers. What kind of papers? You can think about papers to show that you have never been married in Kenya, or if you have been married, then you're divorced. But legal papers to show that. Papers to show, do you have children? If you have children, all papers from your children. If you don't have children, then papers to show that you actually don't have children. And there's a lot of documents that you need to prepare. And your partner or your organization, on the other hand, will be sending you invitation documents. So they are inviting you. They need to show that they are inviting you. So they need to send them to you. And these documents you also need to bring to the embassy. Today, I am not going to talk about the documents. I will talk about the documents in another video. Let me note this one down so that I don't forget it. Yeah, so then when all the documents were ready and my husband had already applied for a resident permit here, I made an appointment at the embassy in Nairobi to bring the papers there. So to deliver the papers to them so that they can go through the papers and do some digging up on if the papers are true or not. And during this time, they will tell you that the process might take up to 3 months. And during these 3 months, they will be doing some checkup about your organization, your partner. Why do they want you to move to the Netherlands? Why do you yourself want to move to the Netherlands? Are there things that you, like criminal activities, that you have done in the past? They try to see if there is a reason why they should deny you the visa. Because once you apply for the visa, it's not like 100... Baby! So like I was saying, before we got interrupted by that clown, what was I saying? So it is not 100% that you will get the visa, even after going through all the paperwork, after going through all the stress, after traveling from, maybe you live in a small town or in a village, traveling to the big city. It is not 100% that they will give you a visa. But the trick to making sure that they give you a visa is to arrange your papers accordingly. Go through the list, make a list, write down what kind of papers that they need. Again, I will discuss about these papers in another video, so subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss that. Okay? So they will check everything, your background, your partner's background, you know, they check and double check everything thoroughly. That's why they say they need 3 months. But luckily, sometimes it goes really fast, but you need to be persistent with it, because what we did is my husband went ahead and called them and kept calling them and kept calling them, like, is it ready, is it ready, is it ready, are the papers okay, is there anything else that you need from me? Sometimes you need to call them, sometimes you need to be persistent, sometimes you just, you know. So that is what he did, and actually because of his persistency, let's just say 1.5 months my visa was ready, and we expected it to be ready in 3 months. So they can be really fast about it, or they can just take their time, you know, and wait 3 months later. You can imagine 3 months later when they say to you, there was some document that you forgot to deliver, actually we really need that document. You can imagine that. That means it is going to take longer. So it's going to take longer than 3 months. Maybe after they get the document, they still need more 3 months. Oh my God, you cannot imagine how stressful it can be. But it's worth it. It is actually worth it. If it is your goal, if it's what you want to do, if it's something, you know, that you want to be with your loved ones, or you want to go and work at this cool, wonderful new job, it is worth it. Let me tell you a little story about how it happened with my visa. So in Kenya at the embassy, they don't handle the MVV visas. They don't handle any visas anymore at the Kenyan embassy in Nairobi. They send the documents to Pretoria in South Africa. And it happened that, sorry, I'm using the pen a lot. I like to use my hands when explaining something. So during the time that my visa was being taken care of, it happened that my visa was already done, but it was still in South Africa. And then my husband was actually in South Africa for his work. So he told them, hey, look, I am in South Africa. I'm not far away from Pretoria. I can always drive to you guys if it's okay. I pick up the passport, because the plan was the passport would be sent to Nairobi, and that would take maybe 2 weeks before it's in Nairobi, and then before I get the notification that I need to go to Nairobi and pick it up, you know. And they were very flexible, and they said, it's okay, the passport is ready, everything is ready, you can just come and pick it up and, you know, and travel then. Yes, so, and bring it to your girlfriend at that time, before I became wifey. He picked up the passport. He told me the good news, there is a visa in your passport, because they can ask you to go pick up your passport, but then with lots of documents explaining why they did not give you the visa. But if you go pick up your passport and it's only your passport, then you know, oh, you know. But if it's an envelope with lots of papers in it, chances are it's a denial. And because once they deny, they need to explain why they have denied you the visa. So it was only my passport, and inside there was a visa, and I was so happy. So he called me, he said, yay, you are coming with me. Start getting your things ready, start seeing how you're going to move the things in your house, and start getting ready, start packing up. I am coming to, it was I think on a Wednesday, and I am coming to Mombasa on Friday, and then on Monday we are living together. So it happened that I was able to travel with him. So he came from South Africa to Mombasa. He helped me pack all the stuff. And I had a long-term visa, that is the MVV visa. That is a 5-year visa. You're allowed to stay in the Netherlands for 5 years, and after that you can either extend the visa, or in between you can ask for your passport, that you become a permanent citizen, that you actually become a citizen of the Netherlands. I will talk about that, all that. There's a lot of information that I like to share with you guys that I cannot just put in this video. This video has already become very long, actually, I can see that. And Yes, so that was my story. That's how I moved here to the Netherlands, and that was the process, the MVV process. I will attach a link below so that you can check it out and find, and learn much more about MVV. And in case you have a question, you want to hear just something directly from the horse's mouth, directly from me, just just go ahead. I just thought, oh, a horse, I'm a horse. Just go ahead and ask me. I will answer you according to my experience. I will post a video in case like your visa, you're already in the Netherlands and your resident permit is about to expire. What do you need to do? Because I have done that process. Mine is expiring in March now, 2020, and I needed to extend it because I do not have my passport yet. I do not have that yet. But it's on its way, they're working on it. And also, I will talk about the naturalisatie process. That gives me also another idea, naturalisatie. What is naturalisatie? That is how the process where you now become a Dutch citizen and all that you need to do and all that stuff. Oh my God, it is a lot of information and now there is a lot going on in my mind. So I'm going to stop this video here. I hope that it has in some way been helpful to you, even though maybe things were up and down. If there is something that you did not understand, please feel free to ask me on this comment section below. You can just, type in your question. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, is right there, and turn your notifications on. There's that bell thing. Turn that on so that whenever I post a video, you will be immediately alerted. Oh, it's such a beautiful day today. The sun is out. I am using natural light. I love you guys and I have to leave you guys right now. Try to see if I'm going to finish editing this video and post it actually today. I started my YouTube channel a while ago and I try to post like twice a week. So that is Tuesday and Saturday. I want from now on every Tuesday to be posting about the Netherlands, and maybe on Saturday also, or maybe on Saturday it will be just a random video. But my goal is to help you guys through your questions, through whatever queries you might have about the Netherlands. I will do that through my experience, I will share with you through my experience. And now I'm gonna shut up and say thank you again for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.